Well, Charlize, you have these flames rearing up behind you here.
I do.
Can you feel the heat?
Oh, yes, baby.
Your character in Devil's Advocate has what is known as an arc.
Yes.
You begin at one point and you end up at another. How much of that will you tell us about? Describe that trajectory you take.
She, to me, is in a sense, the heart of the film. She is the conscience of the film. She is, she's the one that has to go through every single emotional roller coaster that the film provokes, that the other characters provokes, she actually experiences.
And by the end, when we look into your eyes, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
That's pretty scary.
She gets raped of everything, everything that she was. And I mean, there's so many little things, not wanting to give too much away, but and I like the fact that she was a woman that was going through all of this, because I think there's so many things that women get to experience that men don't, that are very frightening things.
You seem more vulnerable, certainly, than your husband, Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Well, in researching this or in preparing for it, you indicated yesterday in some interviews that you subjected yourself to a pretty awful routine. Would you care to go into that a little bit?
I want to talk about it, but I also want to indicate that I'm not telling this because this is the way to do it and that it works for everybody. It was something that I tested myself, and fortunately for me, it really did wonders. But do not try this at home.
Right.
I think a lot, I was helped a lot by the location, New York City in the winter. I'm tropical. I hate the winter. My body just doesn't function in the cold. The grayness and the darkness, and then you have this material that is just, you just want to put a gun to your head and just make it easy for yourself. I started once we got to the mental stuff, once we got to the mental institute, I went on a 10-day tea fast, where all I had for 10 days was this tea, this horrible, disgusting tea, and no substance as far as food is concerned whatsoever. And emotionally, it put me on such a roller coaster. I mean, I was just swinging constantly from happy to crying to just wanting to kill myself.
And you speak of being kind of dissociated from your body.
Very by the third day we were shooting in the hospital, I truly felt like the room where I was in was booked for me.
When we see those scenes, that's happening for you?
I truly felt like I belonged there. I truly did.
Well, let's talk about co-stars.
Enough of that depressing stuff. And then I had my friend whip me. And then I had...
This is the method that I've never heard of.
Exactly.
But recent co-stars, okay. A 15-foot tall ape, and now the man from Down
Keanu?
Under?
No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Yeah. What a range of co-stars you've had recently, if you'd care to explain.
I've had wonderful co-stars. God,
now, who's the 15-foot ape?
He is Mighty Joe. Yes.
As in Young.
Yes, as in Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah.
A remake of a very classic film called Mighty Joe Young, 1949. Disney's doing it. I did it with Bill Paxton. Ron Underwood directed, and it was just a wonderful experience. It's a great adventure film. As far as creating reality and fantasy, I love the fact that it was such an eye-opener as far as the problem.
Between that and descending into the inferno, I can't imagine a dull moment in your acting life.
No.
My goodness.
Climbing trees and being locked up in mad homes, yes, that was all wonderful.
One more thing to touch on, too. This is not the first movie you've been in about the law and courtrooms. Trial by jury.
But definitely not to be compared.
No. But what's going on with trial and courtroom movies, lawyer movies?
I don't know. It's weird.
There's a public out there that's getting kind of hostile about the law, I think.
I live vicariously through my characters. Maybe I have a thing for lawyers. I don't know. It's very ironic. I know. It's kind of funny.
Well, as those flames grow higher, our time is running out.
Exactly.
So,
it's getting hotter and hotter.
Thanks for the Devil's Advocate. Charlize Theron and I
you.
are talking here in New York City about the Devil's Advocate. I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5. Okay.
Thank you very
And
much.
don't forget